Hi guys, my name is Brandon, and I wanted to tell you guys why I'm going to vote for Trump 2020 and why I walked away from the Democrat Party. I used to be Democrat, and I used to hate Donald Trump. I used to listen to the news media every single day, and it was like look at this tattoo, bro. I used to be big liberal, fucking SJW, hate all of it, everything racist, all that stuff. But I did some research, and I found out I was the complete opposite of that. I feel like Democrats have no knowledge on actual politics. And if you actually follow politics with reliable sources, not CNN, and you are still Democrat, then you're probably fucking evil or something. Sorry. I've always been Christian, and I feel like Democrats attack Christians constantly, and they put Muslims on a pedestal, even though Muslims, I learned in many classes, the Muslim religion, just the culture is just not, it's not a good culture. They don't treat women well. They don't treat their own people well. They belittle other religions. Like when Christians and Jewish people, we don't care about other religion, but when you're these Muslims be out here fucking attacking people, it's ridiculous. And then we put them on a pedestal and act like they're not violent or anything. And then there's the Democrats, they also feed black people lies constantly. They're constantly feeding black people lies, and it hurts me a lot because of this. Because I have a few black friends, and I try to tell them the truth that I learn when I do my actual research, and the lies that they were fed, they don't believe me, and then they think that I'm the ideologies that I have and that I'm reading up on are racist, and they're just untrue because maybe a white man wrote the article, or just somebody. If they're not black, then they don't understand the problem. That's just what it is. And they just say black people aren't supposed to support Trump because Trump is anti-black, when that's just not true. And then I also, the Democrats also believe in the feminist movement, which is something that I'm just not for. And the feminists have equal pay. They all the rights that men have, women have too. If women are given any more rights, to be honest, they're gonna have more rights than men. We're probably gonna have to start a feminist movement. I'm so serious. I don't understand what women are fighting for. They're not. I know for a fact they're not fighting for women in the Middle East who are actually facing serious problems. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. I just don't understand. When I actually started going out and doing my research, I realized that the Democrats are just so radical. I don't understand why you would be Democrat. They lie to us. They lie to us so much. President Obama is such a good talker, and he became president 2 terms in a row, and he did absolutely nothing but make Obamacare, which really fucking hurt my paychecks, and I fell for it. So there's that. But I think it's ridiculous how the news just constantly lies about Trump. And in this great social media time that we're in, they just make these big biased lies that are so unfair. I'm pretty sure Fox News, which is obviously a Republican news source, is the only one that's not biased towards against Trump, but I guess technically speaking they're biased for Trump, but at least they're open to it. They're not lying about it. CNN, they're talking about, oh, we're not biased or anything, we're not fake. Fox, they're honest about who they are. So if you're not Republican, then don't watch Fox. They're completely honest who they are. CNN, they're not honest who they are. And I can say the same about CBS and NBC. They are just not honest about who they are. And if they were, then I would say they're reliable news sources, but they're not, because they're not honest about who they are. And the news that they put out is just fake. It's just big lies. They'll CNN will literally like Trump can literally say black kids shouldn't go to school in dangerous neighborhoods. He can literally say black kids shouldn't go to schools in dangerous neighborhoods, and CNN will literally come out and say, Trump said black kids shouldn't go to schools. They will literally cut his quote in half and fucking like try to make him look like a disgusting human being, and that in itself is horrible and disgusting, and people fall for it every day. And they'll be quoting quotes from CNN that are fake or just cut in half, and they'll be trying to make Trump look like a fucking disgusting bigot when they're the bigots themselves. It's horrible. I really started to realize that I was conservative when I started watching Tucker Carlson on YouTube on the Liberty Hound account, and it felt like a dirty little secret. Every single day I would just go home after school and watch some of those videos and laugh, and like Tucker Carlson would flame these guys. He would roast the hell out of these Democrats and he'd make them look like fools. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I'm really on those guys' side. And I agreed with everything Tucker Carlson said. He used logic. He used sources. He knew, like, he had the facts. None of these Democrats had any facts to back them. All they had was feelings. And that brings me to watching Ben Shapiro. I started watching Ben Shapiro too. I saw like some Ben Shapiro destroying liberals stuff. I clicked on it. Hilarious. I was dying. But going back to the dirty little secret, I think that coming out as a Trump supporter or just a conservative alone is kind of like, it's just really scary. This is the amount of hate that we receive is insane. I'm so scared to tell my friends. I can't even tell my family. I wouldn't even know how they would react. Like one time I just like made a post like as a joke, like, can somebody buy me a Make America Great Again hat for my birthday? And my mom flipped out, and that was just a joke. I wasn't even serious about that. My mom flipped out. She was saying, this better be a joke. You better be kidding. Like, she was angry. And I honestly don't know how I'm going to actually tell my family for real that I'm a Trump supporter. If this is like the type of rejection or like bad week or month or rest of my life I'm going to have to face, if this is how they're going to act. But honestly, it feels really good to come out. Like, I love to talk about politics, but nobody ever wants to talk about it. So if you guys want to leave a comment and I can get back to you guys or something. Yeah. Thank you for listening to my walkaway story. I'd also like to touch up on more topics one day about like Democrats and Republicans. I hope like we can come to a time where this doesn't have to be so hateful. It's disgusting, and it's really scary. Like, I want to speak my mind, but I feel like I can't say anything. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get like attacked every single time I try to speak my mind. So I've always been quiet. So, but thank you guys for listening to my story.